art of punches when you could throw two punches that sound like one. You could throw a punch, you can hear them. There were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand the art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He threw two punches that sound like one. Now those days are gone, it's empty, I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all.
Welcome to the channel, guys. How's it going? Welcome back. This is Fade King True Crime Reviews. I think my mic's kind of low. Let's get that situated before we get started. All right, there we go. That should be good. And yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We got a great show lined up for y'all. Hopefully you guys are awake for the late night stream. Let's do the damn thing. Our first video comes from EWU Crime Story Time. He has no idea his victim survived. Then we'll go to Beyond Evil. Mom realizes her 17-year-old son is a wanted killer. And if we got time, NY Detective. Woman uses Chat GPT to create fake lease to scam renters out of $2,400. So let's check that out. Let's have a good stream. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel or you've been around a while, doesn't matter. We are a small YouTube channel. I'm a small YouTube creator. So anything you guys can afford to help out with definitely makes a difference, whether that be small gifts, super chats, cash apps, whatever you got. If you can afford to do so, please help us out. It makes all the difference. Now that the e-baggin's out the way, let's get into the show.
He put a belt around my neck and he started choking me.
When an elderly woman emerges from the woods barefoot, bruised, and covered in mud, authorities are stunned by her miraculous tale of survival. But the most shocking details are revealed as her would-be killer confesses, completely unaware that she's still alive.
I lost my man. She didn't deserve it.
The following footage has never been seen before. On August 18, 2024, detectives in Smithfield, Rhode Island are called to a hospital to speak with an 80-year-old woman.
Rhode Island, that is new. That is definitely a new state. We haven't seen Rhode Island on True Crime Reviews. I think this is the first time.
Who claims she was abducted from her own home.
I'm starting to put some of the groceries away, and I get a knock at the door.
Had you ever seen this man before?
Never. He says, let me in. I want your money and your jewelry, and I want your keys to your car.
Okay.
And I go, I
Yo, what up, Vanessa? Welcome to the chat.
don't know you. Don't come up. You're not coming in. So then he just pushes the door. I should have just ran to the other room and went out the porch.
Well, I
to go
don't
to
want
my
you,
neighbor.
I don't want you to think you did anything wrong
Oh,
here.
my God.
Okay, you didn't.
Doris, whose name has been changed to protect her identity, would go on to describe a waking nightmare and the quick thinking that ultimately saved her life. By her account, the harrowing ordeal began at her home in the town of Coventry, where local authorities arrived to perform a search.
Not too many signs of a disturbance, though.
Aside from a few scattered grocery bags, the elderly woman's home is neat as a pin, leaving the officers skeptical. For them, it's equally confusing that she's now in a hospital roughly 20 miles away in Smithfield.
She has a daughter that lives in Smithfield that she goes and visits the grandkids.
Okay,
So,
that's important.
yeah, whatever happened probably happened up there.
Well, Cunelli's on the phone with some sergeant in Smithfield who says her story to them is that she was getting out of her car in the driveway. Somebody accosted her, threw her in the trunk of her own car, and drove her to Smithfield. So they got a camera right there. I don't know if that caught anything. I don't know if there's anybody even here. But if she's got a daughter in Smithfield, I mean, is it just coincidental that they end up in Smithfield? You know?
They head across the street, where a woman who knows the building's owner makes a quick call about the security cameras. The owner agrees to meet them to review the footage, telling officers he's on his way.
I'm going to go with this didn't happen.
Well, I mean, again, it would be astonishing if she was kidnapped in broad daylight in her own driveway.
When the owner arrives, he takes them into his back office and pulls up the footage from the evening prior, which is when Doris claims the abduction occurred.
So we want to see her get in the car and drive away. That's what we'd love to see.
At roughly 8 p.m., Doris reverses her black Buick Encore into the driveway. Nothing seems out of the ordinary as she makes several trips inside, carrying in her groceries.
Now, I believe that she may have been abducted. I just don't think it was from here.
Clearly not. Unless over the next 10 seconds somebody runs up and pulls her out and throws her in the trunk.
But hidden in the footage is something the officers didn't notice, and it's deeply unsettling. Just 3 minutes after Doris pulled into her driveway, a green Chevy Impala passed her house. The same car can be seen moments later, parking across the street. The officers continue to watch her on camera as she unloads her groceries, while the man in the footage does the same from his rearview mirror. They fast forward, eventually seeing something that removes all doubt.
Whoa, I don't think that was her. What the hell? Oh,
Is that her right there?
no, she was abducted here. That wasn't her that got in the car.
Are you sure?
Why would she back up, drive over the curb, and go around? Yeah. And then there's another person.
I didn't see another person.
There's a there's a person that walks from the house.
All right, so now let's zoom out and see what the
After rewinding the footage, the full picture comes to light. As Doris
Bro, these cops really didn't want to believe that this lady was fucking abducted. That's crazy. Like, they're like, I don't think this happened. It didn't happen here. Like, they kept moving the goalposts. This poor woman.
finishes unloading her groceries, the green Chevy Impala drives away and disappears from view. Moments later, the driver can be seen walking down the street on foot. He walks up the neighbor's driveway before slipping behind a tree and into Doris's backyard. He then lingers before ringing the doorbell, and when no one answers, he heads around to the back door. From her hospital bed, Doris explains what happened once she finally answered and told him, quote, "You're not coming in."
And he pushes me in the chest,
Okay.
and he makes me go in the kitchen like he's shoving me.
Okay.
And then he says, I'll kill you, and I'll choke you and I'll kill you if you don't give me what I want.
Okay.
And I go, what do you want? And he says, he wants money.
Yeah.
And he wants my car keys.
Yeah.
And he wants that debit card. But it's kind of weird because he said, and this is after he choked me right here with his hand. He went like this. When he was in the house
Okay.
with me, he just
He grabbed you by the
squeezed
throat.
it so hard. I go, why are you doing that? Don't do that.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
From the outside, Doris's home seems relatively peaceful. Cars pass by completely unaware of what's happening to her inside the house.
He says, where's your jewelry? I said, it's upstairs. I said, you can go and get it. Because I didn't want to go. And he said, you're going. And he grabbed me. And he said, you're going up the stairs. And I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to go in my bedroom. I'm afraid what he's going to do to me.
According to Doris, the man forced her to gather her jewelry, but after realizing it was worthless, he left it all behind. Doris herself would not be so fortunate.
He left the door open when he took me out. When he grabbed me to get me outside, put me in a trunk.
After taking her keys, the suspect can be seen going to Doris's car.
Bro, this lady is 80 years old. She's tough as hell, man. I salute her.
And opening the trunk. He then backs it into the bushes before eventually parking it behind them and out of view of the street. Moments later, he's seen forcing Doris to get inside.
I screamed like heck at the house a whole bunch of times, and he kept telling me, shut up, I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
And when I screamed, I figured it's somebody across the street because it's an exercise place and there's a whole bunch of stores, and somebody would hear me screaming. But
a faint scream can be heard on camera, but it's unclear whether this is truly the sound of Doris.
I was going to say that. When they were playing the video the first time, I was like, it sounds like somebody was screaming. Right when the cop was like, I don't think he took her. I don't see nobody. Like, I literally heard a scream, or I might have been tripping.
Doris calling for help. Once Doris is in the trunk, the man tries several times to force it shut as she kicks against it from inside. Eventually, he gets it closed and drives away. According to Doris, she became sick and vomited in her own shoes. She'll later recount what happened next and how she barely escaped with her life. For now, after seeing what happened on camera, the officers are completely taken aback.
You gotta be kidding me. Where the did he come from?
While more unsettling surveillance footage will eventually answer that question, a far more urgent one remains. Who is the suspect, and where is he now? After confirming her story, the officers enter her car into the NCIC database as stolen. While searching for leads, officers are directed to the neighbor's son, whom they're told have had ongoing conflicts with Doris.
Joey, what's the problem here?
Hey,
You want to ask you a question.
how you doing?
Ask me a question about.
Go ahead.
Your neighbor's house got broken into. Did you see anybody go over there?
Over there?
Yeah.
No, I don't break into the house.
No, I didn't say you did. I'm trying to. You might have seen somebody walk
I keep
over there.
my business to myself.
Didn't see anybody walking around her yard.
Because I'm a DJ for 2 days.
Okay.
All right, so let me ask you a
And I'm
question.
looking to get a job for $2,000 a night. I'm like a zombie. I got passion for music. I don't know anybody, and they're nose bags. So you know what? Tell them to mind their business.
What's she complain about now?
The neighbor's
You know
house
what
got
she
broken
is?
into.
They're freaking asses.
And the neighbor's house got broken into, and the woman got
You know
taken.
what? It's not my problem.
Although this lead quickly falls apart,
That was weird, bro. Bro had a weird ass reaction to his neighbor getting fucking kidnapped.
investigators catch a major break when Providence officers spot the stolen car in their city. However, when they attempt a traffic stop, the driver takes off. The brief pursuit ends at a house where the driver abandons the vehicle and disappears into a backyard. Backup arrives as an officer pursues the suspect on foot.
Hey, so I came around. I didn't see anything. I saw that screen door, so we could have went through there.
What about this?
So I haven't checked this yet, but somebody else will tell us.
I'm pulling this. Ready?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything.
All right.
That slides.
That's lots.
So he's probably in there because the. So that's all right. So the guys from the second floor said that there's somebody probably in their hallway. So he's probably
Let's go.
in there.
I'm gonna open. Okay. Well, organized with these.
Reinforcements arrive, including a K-9, as they prepare to breach the home with permission from the owner.
All right. All right. Stay by. All right. Let's go.
Let go.
Moving as a team, they head into the basement. At first, it appears empty, until they spot someone hiding in the corner of the room.
Hey, get your hands in! Hands down! Hands down! Hands down! Hands down! Come here!
Yo, what up, Whiskey? Welcome to the chat. So, this man kidnapped the 80-year-old lady out her house, then was spotted a town over in the stolen vehicle, the old lady's vehicle. He then went on a car chase with the police, and they've chased him down to this house. At this point, we don't know where the old lady is. We do know she's alive and talking to police. But as far as this point of the story, I think he left her somewhere. Like maybe he thought he killed her and left her somewhere. What up, Rebecca? Thank you for being a member and thank you for showing up today. Shout out all our Australian viewers. Shout out Rebecca.
Stop! Everybody quiet! Wake up! Wake up! We got one. One after head. One after head. That's good work.
The suspect is soon identified as 53-year-old Stephen Henning, a wanted man from Ohio who they'll soon learn has reached a dangerous breaking point. He's walked out to a cruiser where officers celebrate the capture.
Yo, Trizzy, Kathy, welcome to the chat.
So I think that's on you.
I am the one.
After placing Stephen in a cruiser, they begin transporting him to a police station in Providence. On the way, the officer runs his information, finding that Stephen has an arrest history in their city.
How long ago was this? That picture right there, can you see it? That's an old one, huh? What was that for?
Probably a stolen car.
Would you just get out of the ACI? How long were you there for? A year. For a stolen car? Man, you like stealing cars, huh?
But
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and do that. Appreciate the love.
based on Doris's account and everything investigators have uncovered so far, it appears Stephen has escalated to far more dangerous crimes. What they don't yet realize is that his arrest just interrupted even more sinister plans. One of the Coventry officers who first checked Doris's home arrives at the scene, filling in Providence on the situation. As he explains what he saw on camera, they're interrupted by the owner of the home, where Stephen was just apprehended.
She comes out, gets stuff in the trunk. He's trying to slam the trunk on her leg.
Hi. Hello. How are you? Good, thank you. I'd just like to know what's going on.
Is this your house?
Yes.
The woman tells officers she knows Stephen and that he slept at her house just last night. According to her, the pair met on a dating app, and she's only known him for about a week.
When I first met him, he didn't have a car. Then he showed up here with the green car, said it was his aunt's car, that he was using it because she was in Florida.
Coventry officers located the green car abandoned down the street from Doris's house. The vehicle had also been reported stolen. Stephen is brought to an interrogation room where he's about to make a chilling confession, one that reveals how he met Doris, why he chose her, and the horrifying truth of what he was planning to do just before he was caught.
All right, we'll be back in a minute, okay? Yeah. Get your cigarette. Straight down.
Bro, crying like a baby, bro. What the fuck? It seems like he targets women or elders. I don't know. He probably was gonna do something weird to that lady he met on the fucking dating app too.
They bring Stephen a cigarette, light it for him, and allow him to smoke in the interrogation room. It seems to calm him down for now.
God help me, please. I'm gone.
Once the detective returns, he
Damn, Vanessa, you got kidnapped before? Hey, what up, Bama? Welcome to the chat. Roll Tide. But man, I'm sorry that happened to you, Vanessa. I bet this case does hit home for you. Was it like an estranged ex or something, or was it just somebody random? David, why you coming at the USA, bro? USA, greatest country in the world, man. I love my brothers and sisters in the UK and Australia. I love all you guys, but you know, I love my country, dog. I'm not gonna diss my country. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's the greatest place in the world. I definitely want to visit more places though and see what other people live like, but I'm not just gonna call people a people's country a shithole. That's kind of wild.
reads Stephen his Miranda rights, then begins by asking where he got the stolen black car. Stephen lies, claiming he found it idling in a driveway, jumped in, and drove off.
Let me back you up a little bit. What if I give you a little piece of information?
Go ahead.
That says I have you on video from a nearby neighbor.
You were a kid, Vanessa? I'm so sorry. I bet you that was so crazy. Like that probably had a lot of PTSD for a lot of years, if not still today. And I wouldn't judge you either way, but you're a strong woman, man. Thank you for sharing your story with us in the chat. For real, for real. I remember when I was like in first grade, I want to say second grade, there was this girl who got kidnapped in my neighborhood, bro. Yeah, it like fucked us up. Like everybody was sad. I wasn't friends with her or knew her per se, but I knew who she was, you know. I knew of her. And we went to the same elementary school. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Neighbor. And there's an older woman.
Right.
Right? Looks like she could be my grandmother, your grandmother.
Right.
Realizing the detective knows far more than he expected, Stephen makes an astonishing admission that changes the course of the interview.
You want to know where she's at? Or do you got her already?
Well, I know that there's more to the story than you just
I'm
jumped.
just telling you. I told you.
I wanna know your version and just be honest with me.
She's dead.
What he doesn't seem to know is that Doris is still very much alive, but the detective doesn't correct him. Stephen explains that as he was driving around in the stolen green Impala, he realized it was only a matter of time before he was caught. He was searching for another car to steal when he ran into Doris, someone he believed would not be missed.
I bet this lady was at Wendy's.
The old woman.
Yes.
So you were at Wendy's. Did you follow her to her
I
house?
followed her because I knew because she was getting a soda and she said her husband just had a heart attack.
Yo, Evelyn, Linda, CC, welcome to the chat, y'all.
Right.
You talked to her?
And I said, yes. I said, do you live alone? And she was like, yeah, my husband just had a heart attack. So I said, all right, to myself, I said, if I follow her home, and I followed her to her house. I knew she was alone.
Surveillance footage captures the moment Stephen arrived at the Wendy's and pulled into a parking space. As he walks inside, Doris pulls in, parking just 3 spots away. After purchasing her meal, the 80-year-old woman can be seen lingering around the soda machines, appearing confused on how to operate it. Stephen offers to help, and the two stand around and chat. Stephen then returns to his car while Doris stays to enjoy her meal inside, not realizing that he's watching her through the restaurant window. When she finally leaves, her car rounds the corner, with Stephen following close behind.
I was driving around with the Impala, and I was looking for someone like that. I wanted to rob somebody that was alone so they wouldn't report. I already knew I was going to kill somebody to take their car. And I picked her, and I did it, but while I was doing it, I'm sorry, but my mind is up.
When Doris recounted her day to investigators, she shared that she first went to church to say a rosary for the sick, then stopped at Walmart before heading straight to her house. She has no memory of their encounter at Wendy's, believing the first time they met is when he forced his way inside her home. It was there he began asking her questions about her car.
I don't know why he asked me why, if my car was paid for or what. Why would he ask that stupid question? Do you own this car? Who owns it? I said, I do. It's in my name.
The car's hot. You're looking to dump that one, and you're looking to get a new one.
Right.
Okay. So that makes sense to me.
Right, I'm not lying to you. You got everything.
No, I don't think I don't think you're lying. I'm just trying to make it make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense because of. I'm so sorry, man. And I needed a car that wouldn't be reported stolen. I'm crying because of her. I'm not crying because I'm caught.
No.
Sorry, I don't fight with women. She was a part innocent victim.
Bro is weird as hell. David, I had to get you up out of here. He gone, bro. Bro got blocked. Like, what the fuck?
And as Doris recounts what happened after she was forced into the trunk, investigators begin to understand why Stephen is certain she's dead.
Well, he takes this thing that we have, a cover.
Yep.
And he puts that down over me, so I can't really breathe good, and I can't see anything. Well, I could see trees everywhere.
Okay, so look like kind of like
dirt road and
dirt road and some trees.
They eventually arrived in a remote wooded area somewhere in Smithfield, where he forced her out of the car.
I wonder, did she play dead? Like, I think that was her way out of it. Because he, like, the dude thought he killed her. So when he was choking her, either she fainted or passed out or played dead or something. And he just left her. And maybe she came back to consciousness after he left her. It sounded like he left her in the woods, he said, I think.
He put a belt around my neck, and he started choking me, and he starts pulling it. And I go, why are you doing that? You told me I could get my car back when you're at your destiny. He didn't say no more.
Stephen admits to choking her, but by his account, he used his bare hands.
When I choked her, I made sure I felt her. I know she was gone, lifeless.
I said to myself, I think I'm gonna pretend I'm dead while he's choking me and not breathe, like in my heart, and not try to hold my breath, so he think I'm dead.
Okay.
That's what.
Man, I think that would be a good ass episode, Vanessa, where like we interview people that have been through like traumatic stuff. If you're okay sharing, talking about it. But like, yeah, I think that would be a good ass stream, like to talk to people and share their experiences with like with this type of stuff, man, as a victim. Cause so many times, like we don't really get to hear the victim's perspective. Like in this case, or even yours, usually we just hear the bullshit that the assailant says. You know what I mean?
What I did, and God bless me, I made it back.
What did you do next?
Took her and dumped her.
Where?
Can I have another cigarette, please?
Absolutely.
Honestly, I'm not being I'm telling you.
Oh shit. That girl Rebecca helping us out big time, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat. $10 make you holla. Thanks for the love, man. Thank you for helping sponsor tonight's stream. Shout out Rebecca, man. Not only is she a member, but she's a moderator and a super chatter, and that is the Triple Crown on this channel. So thank you so much. Wear your crown, queen. JD, man, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for showing up today, brother.
You're up, man.
I know.
Up.
I know.
The worst way. It was so bad.
Doris believes that she must have passed out at some point, because the next thing she remembers is waking up in the bushes in a disturbing state of undress.
Did you have your clothes on?
Well, no, he had my shirt up to here.
Okay.
Like my bra shirt.
Pulled up?
Yeah, pulled up.
Okay. And then how about pants? Did you have pants on?
No, he pulled
CC,
them down.
thank you for
I
the
guess
jewels.
he pulled them because they were down.
Thank you for the jewels, CC. Thank you for helping sponsor the stream.
Okay.
Like, halfway down, like before my knees.
Sure.
That's what panicked me when I see that.
You know, I wasn't vicious. I didn't her. I didn't do nothing like that.
Well, how about this? I just want to ask you, did you have underwear?
Yeah.
Were your underwear on?
Yeah, cotton. I always wear.
Okay. So you had underwear on. Your
I actually had underwear and a pad on.
You said, hey man, I didn't her or anything. Why would you say that? Did you think about it?
Absolutely not. I got nothing on my I get women. Go look at my phone. Go
No,
look at
I'm
all the
just
women.
asking.
No. I just wanted you to know that she's safe, not safe, but she didn't get tortured or. I just wanted you to know that,
Okay, so
I didn't
when,
touch her
when
at
you,
all.
when you did
No.
kill her, that was it.
That was it. I did no sack. No, hell no. I just
Okay.
wanted to tell you that
Okay.
you know, someone that usually takes somebody and kills somebody does torture
Well,
them
we
or
don't-
something.
right.
I'm telling you, I did it for the car. I didn't do it for. Look at my text on my phone. I was just meeting women just now.
Okay.
Like I just needed the car. I did not want. But I'm not a. You know, I
Okay.
killed her. I'm a murderer
No,
now.
I'm not. I'm
but
just
I didn't touch the lady.
I'm asking because you said it.
Yeah,
That's why.
no,
and I
she's
just-
fine. She's fine. She didn't go through nothing. She didn't know nothing. She went quick, and then I'm being honest with you.
Police records make no mention of whether a forensic exam was conducted at the hospital, leaving the available records unable to confirm or rule out a sexual assault. Once Doris realized she had survived the violent encounter, she gathered the strength to get up and go for help.
And then at some point you get back to your feet.
Yep.
And now
so
you
I
start
get on my
walking.
knees, and then I said, okay, I'm going to grab the big tree on this side. Well, not a big one, big enough for me. And another little small one, and I grabbed the both of them.
Yep.
And then I pull myself up.
Okay.
And I go, thank you, God, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm going to go home.
Doris then wandered out of the woods and into a neighborhood, ringing the doorbell of a stranger's home. The resident who answered gave her a cup of water and called the police on her behalf. Stephen, believing he left her body in the bushes, tells investigators exactly where to find her and reveals what he was planning to do next.
She's where the chase started. I was going to bury her. There's a shovel in the truck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get you.
All right.
Surveillance footage captured Stephen buying a shovel from a Dollar General shortly after leaving the victim in the woods. According to the female cashier, while purchasing the shovel, Stephen stated, "The next time I come in here, I'm going to ask if you're single." The shovel was later found in the back seat of Doris's car. As Stephen continues, he lets another critical confession slip.
I want to go try and find this woman, right? Because she's somebody's mom. Like
I know.
I don't think. Listen, I know that you said you're up, all right? But a up person doesn't sit here and talk to me like that.
They me up. They stole all my They killed. I was in a bad accident in Ohio. I had a hip replacement. The accident wasn't our fault. So I got $190,000 and my girl got $500 and she took my $190. And then I just snapped. I wanted to kill her too. She was going to get killed, yes.
Who's
Michelle.
So you were.
She was next. I was taking that car to Ohio. After I buried the lady, I was going to go kill her.
According to Stephen, in addition to Michelle allegedly taking his money from the injury settlement,
Bro saying hella off the wall shit. Man, by the grace of God, that lady was still alive. Luckily, she just passed out, it seemed like, from the choking and didn't, like, her heart didn't stop. Yeah, wild.
he claims he caught her cheating on him with her ex-husband, and he confronted her before leaving Ohio.
So I had a 45. I got charged with a shooting in Ohio. Shooting.
Hey, Tristan, Don, welcome to the chat, guys. Soul Too Fast, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, sociopath for real, Glitter Red, no lies. Guys, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers. Every subscriber makes all the difference, man. Appreciate you guys.
A prohibited area and everything.
Yep.
So anyway, I got the gun and I put it to her head.
Yep.
She crawled up on the bed and started crying. So I threw the gun on the floor and I hugged her. And I said, "I'm so sorry. Just give me my money. That's all I want is my money." It's all true, man. I'm not lying to you. That's what made me do this. I don't got a record of violence. Look at my all cars. No domestics. I never heard of, and I'll pay for this for that lady. I know what I did.
Had Doris not survived her ordeal in the woods, and had security cameras not corroborated her story, it's possible Stephen could have carried out his plans to return to Ohio and end Michelle's life.
I can understand why you want to kill Michelle, because to me that makes sense.
Lady didn't have nothing to do with it. I just needed the car.
Bro was just on a path of destruction. Y'all believe him about the settlement, or do you think he's just making shit up in his brain?
You know, I can't even say sorry, and I deserve this.
Yo, what up, Cheese? Welcome to the chat, my boy.
I'm trying to be found.
Okay.
Get her off the ground.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. It wasn't her fault. It's me. I'm scumbag. I'm sorry.
Investigators collect Stephen's clothes for evidence and bring him more cigarettes. Meanwhile, Coventry detectives are called in, as he'll need to go to their station for further questioning. It's in their interrogation room that he'll ultimately learn that Doris survived.
I lost my man. She didn't deserve it. She was a nice lady. It's fucking evil. It's inside me now, and I'll never be able to forget it.
Coventry officers arrive and take custody.
Oh, you must be new, Bodie. Or Bod Hitman, whatever the fuck your name is. That's how you get packed out, bro. This is a reaction channel. If you want to watch the video, just go watch the fucking video, you dumbass. But yeah, you such a bot. You can't even watch true crime videos, bro. You come in our live stream talking shit. So now you gotta go. Where'd he go? Yeah, now you gotta go, bro. You got packed out now.
Of Stephen, who continues crying as they reach the elevator. When he finally reaches their interrogation room, the truth is laid bare.
I have some news for you. We did find her. She's alive.
God, thank you. I don't care if they give me life. I don't care. I'm glad she's alive. Oh my God.
She's alive.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to talk to her.
Oh my God.
That's why it took so long.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
But the detective isn't satisfied that he's told them the whole story, as he neglected to explain why she woke up with her clothing disheveled and failed to mention he used his own belt to strangle her.
I was totally intoxicated.
Last
Some
night.
things I forgot. She
Okay.
can tell you that. I was bombed.
So
I
you-
drank a lot.
Okay.
Because they
Do motherfuckers think they gonna come in the chat and say some shit like that, and then everybody's gonna be like, yeah, yeah. Like, if people wanted to watch these videos by themselves, they're all on fucking YouTube. You can watch EWU's channel all by yourself. This is not a channel to watch other channels. This is a channel to talk and discuss the cases that we watch. It's a reactionary channel. It's a chat channel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get what, like, I just don't get it.
got the nerve to do that. So if I forgot something or whatever.
Guys, if you want to know what's going on in this video, this guy fucking snapped out, grabbed an 80-year-old woman out her house, threw her in the trunk of her car, drove a city over, choked her out, threw her in a bush, and was coming back to bury her. But then he thought she was dead. But then the police got the stolen car report and pursued him. They saw the car, pursued him, grabbed him up, and the lady woke up by the grace of God and walked into a neighborhood, knocked on someone's door, and called and got the police to come get her.
To do something like that, it wasn't me, Steven Silva. It wasn't me. I got drunk on purpose to show it.
Okay, so you were really intoxicated?
Yes.
Did you take any drugs?
I smoked some weed and did some meth.
Okay. So weed, meth, and alcohol.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm sorry.
Bro said meth hella casual. Like, no, it wasn't the meth, bro. It was the alcohol. Like, what?
Listen, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Stephen's memory appears to return as he finally admits to using the belt in his attempt to end her life. This belt was later recovered from a trash can at the Providence police station.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Not being a piece of
Yeah.
I don't know how she survived. I choked her so many times that I don't know how she survived.
I don't need that.
Sir, I don't. She's a strong woman, and I'm not a scum. And I was so drunk and I'm scared. And you know, I was on the run. You check my record. Everybody's looking for me.
She prayed a lot.
Oh my God.
I kept saying prayers in my head, please God, just let me get through this, you know, and I go home to my family.
Yeah.
No matter what he does, I want to go home.
Thank God, I'm sorry. That wasn't me. Look at my record. I got no violence on it.
Well, the good news is you don't have a murder on it.
Okay.
Dang, bro, Jesus was looking out for her that day. I know it was a traumatic experience, but He gave her the strength, bro, to live through that. As an 80-year-old person, bro, if somebody chokes you out like that, man, you probably don't got a good chance to survive that. You know what I mean? The odds are probably stacked against you.
That's what we have. That's the good news, right?
No, but there goes the sheet of life. I don't care about the time. I need help, man. This ain't me, these tattoos. This is all fake. My brother did this for me at the house. I'm not even a tough guy like that. I don't get the message, and I did it. I keep picturing what I did to her, and to me insane. I'm not a monster. I am a monster. How do I fix me what I did? How? I don't know how to live with it.
One step at a time.
I'm so numb. It's killing me.
One step at a time.
Yeah, she was 80 years old. She got that New England accent. That she do sound like a tough old broad, bro. Like, oh man, she cool as fuck. I love this lady.
All right, hold on.
Despite Stevens' claims that alcohol and drugs fueled his actions, the detective explains that his behavior suggests a level of planning and awareness that's difficult to ignore. He knew he needed another car to avoid police, intended to return to Ohio to murder his girlfriend, held a coherent conversation with the 80-year-old woman at Wendy's, followed her home, and carried out the disturbing events that followed.
I just want to make sure
I'm not trying to make a drunk defense or anything. I'm guilty. I did what I did, man. I'm just trying to tell you a part of me about. I'm not trying to deny the scammer and everything. I'm not trying to deny the crime.
Okay.
I'm just trying to tell you that I was out of my mind.
Without a doubt, Linda, a warrior for sure.
And I ain't normally me.
The detective then gives him an opportunity to record an apology for Doris on camera.
I am so sorry. I know that's not going to make up for it, but I promise you I'm sorry.
In a Facebook post made by the Coventry Police Department, they praised Doris for her bravery, stating, "What she went through is the stuff nightmares are made from, and yet she is probably the strongest and bravest person our detectives have ever met."
Seriously.
According to court documents, Stephen Henning pleaded guilty to 11 offenses, which include first-degree robbery, breaking and entering, kidnapping, assault with a dangerous weapon, and 2 counts of assault on a person over the age of 60. He was sentenced to 55 years, with 20 years suspended, plus a consecutive 10-year habitual offender sentence. In the same Facebook post, the Coventry Police Department said of the victim, "May she breathe a little easier, knowing this offender will spend the next 45 years behind bars." Watch our full video.
Yeah, bro, he ain't getting out of jail.
As they were originally made, with no rent.
He looked like he was in his 40s or 50s himself. So that's for sure a life sentence. I'm just glad. Hey, this is one of the stories where the victim survives, bro. That's a blessing. This lady was tough as nails, man. Super, super, super duper, like, good ending to the story. I'm not saying that this is a good story because obviously nobody wants to be put through that type of shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just glad she's still here and she was able to make sure he was spent the rest of his life behind bars. 45 years, that's a long time. I can't believe he got 10 years suspended at all. Like, he got a 55-year sentence with 10 years suspended. Maybe that's because he took a deal. I don't know. Let's go to our next one from the Decoder. Teen charged with murder after Snapchat date goes horribly wrong.
In the early hours of a February morning, multiple gunshots ring out.
Firing off around, all these guys are armed, all of them have guns. So I got 4 guns on the floor right next to this guy.
The white officer's like in my face, yelling at me, like, "Don't look at me, don't look at me, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you."
It's a Wild West shootout, but the violence doesn't end there.
What were the threats specifically?
Just that if I say anything that they'll kill me and that they'll kill my family.
And they told me to call somebody in town to give them $1,000 or they'd kill me.
What brought a trio of bloodthirsty thugs to this man's front door in the middle of the night?
Is that when you start shooting at the left?
Yeah, okay. They fall and parked the car really fast and I started shooting back.
I think I'm in shock.
This Decoder episode features materials that have never been released before, and you're not going to want to miss this one.
Glitter Red, you ain't never lied, bro. People that hurt children and motherfucking old people, senior citizens, they're the scum of the earth, man. Those are the worst of the worst criminals. You know what I mean?
Thursday morning, February 11th, 2021. Albuquerque police get a 911 call at 2:22 a.m.
911 emergency. Elias, stay with me. Oh my God, I have an emergency. My brother just got shot at 480 Timothy Court South.
Where? 480 Timothy Court?
Yes, 480 Timothy Court, 98 Tower.
Okay, listen, 480. Will you listen to me? 480 Timothy Court. Okay, stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone with me. Do you know who did it?
I do not know who did it. They have my brother at the hostage. They just shot my brother.
Okay, hold on. Listen, sweetheart, I'm trying to help you. Is he breathing?
Yes, no.
Okay, stand low and I'm going to put you through the rescue.
She gives the address as 480 Timothy Court in the southwest section of the city. When officers arrive on location, they enter into a chaotic situation.
Where's he shot at? Where's he shot at?
Come on! Stay with me!
Where's he shot at?
He's right here. Come on! Stay with me, Elias! Come on, open your mouth!
The officers encounter a shooting victim lying on the road. His brother pumps his chest, attempting to give him CPR.
Elias, stay away.
Stay away.
Please, Elias,
Guys, I need the medics to make sure that they're safe, right? That's why they're going down this way.
Stay away.
Elias.
Come on!
Elias.
Come on!
See, that's always tough too, because when they come up to the scene, the cops have to secure the scene before the medics can come in with the medical help. So, man, I hope this kid makes it. It doesn't look good, but hopefully the CPR, sometimes the CPR makes all the difference, and his brother's doing the best he can right now. So, man, let's see how this plays out.
Stay with me, brother.
Guys, do you have an exit wound? Get off.
I don't know. We keep out of here.
Okay, so you guys have a pulse anywhere.
Come on, bro.
As the victim's brother tries to keep him alive, the officers attempt to get some control of the scene and secure necessary evidence.
Let's figure out where the 27 happened. Okay. We're gonna have to shut this whole block down. Okay. We'll start doing that, and then I'll get one of the valiants to follow if it's here too.
Close to the victim, on the pavement, are several guns.
I got 4 guns right here. All are Hall these dudes.
And officers already have their investigative minds working.
Somebody here knows exactly who did this. Yeah, they know. It looks like they were excited.
But it would seem that the first responders are too late. The victim dies on the road, and his brother gives up on the CPR. As members of the victim's family cry and scream, police do their best to stay calm and gather information.
I saw three entry wounds.
3 entry wounds?
That's what, I saw one in the chest, I saw one in the abdomen. And
So bro got shot 4 times. 1 in the chest, 2 in the abdomen, left and right side, and 1 in the wrist, it looks like.
then one next to the abdomen, actually, and then one in the wrist.
There are bullet casings all over the road. The scene looks like it was some sort of Wild West shootout. Down the block is a red car that is still running, but isn't occupied. It appears like it was involved in the shooting.
So that's going to be our best piece of evidence to find the offenders. They can do DNA swabs, all that good stuff over there. So let's hold that car and make sure we're not messing that up at all. And then so the 2 dudes we got in custody are just passerbys, and then we got about 8 people here on scene and 4 guns.
With people and guns everywhere, it's hard to tell who is a witness, who is a victim, and who is a killer.
Firing off rounds, all these guys are armed, all of them have guns. So I got 4 guns on the floor right next to this guy. We got them separated right now, they all have guns. I have 4 guns on the floor that we were unarming while trying to do CPR to. So I got a shotgun, I got a couple of handguns all on the floor next to that white car. I don't know how big this thing gets, man. Apparently we had guys popping off rounds at each other. So they must have followed him all the way over here.
Investigators learned that the deceased is 24-year-old Elias Otero. He was born and raised in Albuquerque and has a big local family. He has 2 younger brothers and
New Mexico, bro. I'm telling every time that's the Florida of the West, bro. It's crazy as fuck in New Mexico. It's New Mexico always on the channel, dog. Stay safe to all my people who live in New Mexico, bro, because it gets crazy out there for real, for real.
2 sisters. His parents and his siblings are still in the area. He has a reputation in his community as being brave and strong. In fact, he's a former officer with the Department of Corrections. He lives in this house on Timothy Court. The man that was giving him CPR is his younger brother, Jacob Otero, who also lives at this address. Their mother and father have come over to the house, and their mother, Alicia, is emotional.
Hello. Sergeant Violet, this is Lieutenant Valdez. Okay. So I want to give you guys a quick update and tell you kind of what's going to happen and what we need to do, okay? Okay. So right now, obviously, sorry for your loss. Is he your son? Yes. Okay, your son? Okay, sorry for your loss. You know, when we got here, I don't think there's much we could do for him. So what we're going to do is, right now, we want to find out who did this. Okay, that's our goal. We need to get all the evidence we can, and we have a big scene. We have guns, we have casings, we have all kinds of stuff everywhere. Okay, so what we want to do is we got casings all the way to the front door. Okay. Oh my God. So we need to get everyone out of the house. Okay. Is there anything you can tell us about me? Well, we don't know a lot of information right now, so I don't want to mislead you guys or give you, just I didn't talk to everyone. My goal was to render aid and to secure the scene for evidence because we gotta make people accountable for this, So that's our goal right now. And then follow me because I'm gonna lead you away from evidence, okay? Okay.
I think I'm in shock.
As things start to calm down, police detain several people, including family members and possible witnesses.
Okay, we'll try to unravel this one.
Right.
Holy cow. It's gonna be a while, definitely.
As the sun rises, shining sunlight on this gruesome scene, the lead detective arrives and sits down with Elias and Jacob's older brother, Nicholas. He doesn't live at this house, but he's one of the first to greet the first responders when they arrived. Nicholas is 19, and he works the night shift at the local FedEx shipping center. The red Lexus at the scene is his car. The whole ordeal begins with a girl he met on Snapchat.
Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So I stood up on one of her pictures. So I was texting her and I stood up on her picture because I thought she was pretty, you know what I mean? So I stood up and she was like, oh, let's hang out, just being normal. And I've talked to her before, so it was like.
What is her name?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you.
What did you call her?
Just like beautiful or something stupid.
And she never gave you her name?
She never gave me her name, okay. But I have her phone number.
If you click on her
I'm blocked.
profile,
she blocked me, deleted all her photos and all her conversations.
So she was a setup chick. That profile, either they knew bro was getting money or something. They thought this dude was getting money because it seemed like she targeted him. Maybe he got ops or some haters. I don't know.
The girl's Snapchat handle is Shorty Xana, and once she gets the green light from Nick, she sends him an address to pick her up. 1703 Cardenas Drive in the northeast section of town.
That's the address she sent me.
1703 Cardenas? So that's where you met her at 2?
Well, so I picked her up from the address, and then she was like,
So Quigley Park is Candelaria and San Pedro?
It was definitely in the Heights, but it was right down the road from her house, we got there quick.
Nick picks up the girl in his red convertible Lexus, and the two drive to a nearby park called Alvarado Park, located at 2000 Alvarado Street Northeast.
And then around what time do you meet her? Is it 2 a.m.?
It was honestly 2 or 1:59 or something. It was late. It was because I looked at the clock and I was I have 30 minutes.
What time do you usually go to work?
I go to work at 3, so
3 a.m.?
Yeah, so I had time to come all the way back.
Nick is thinking that he might be making a romantic connection here.
Yeah, so I start talking to her for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Nick thinks he's hanging out with a pretty girl. There's no danger. He can let his guard down.
She was like bringing up like little things, like trying to figure stuff, like asking me a bunch of questions.
And that's when things started to get suspicious.
I was ready to take her home. Like I was like about to like leave. Like I took the top off and I was ready to go.
And as soon as Nick begins to leave, that's when things went from good to bad.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. Boom, it happened.
And you told her you were gonna leave, and that's when they came.
Yeah, that's when they came. They came out of nowhere. 3 males come, gun in my face, AK-47 to my face, Glock to my face. But while I'm getting thrown on the ground, and they pulled me out of the car.
Yo, Young GP, thank you for the sub.
I'm listening, and he's all put in the car. And then I kind of looked back, and I saw a Ford, but she was in the passenger seat of the other car.
What kind of car was the other car?
All I know is it was silver, and I didn't really get a lot of look because he was pointing a gun right in my face like the whole time. There's 2 guns right in the back of my head and one to the face on my side. So he told me not to look at him or he'd shoot me, so I wasn't really worried too much about the car. I was worrying about him killing me, most definitely.
So there's 3 males, right?
Yeah, they were all young. They were definitely like early 19, 20, 21, like that. The first occupant was a white male. The guy in the back with the AK-47 assault rifle to my head was definitely a black dude. Just by the tone and how his hands were, I could tell. And the other dude I couldn't tell because he was in the car. And he was the craziest one.
He was the craziest one?
Yeah, he was.
Bro gave a wrong description of all the dudes. They all look Latino to me. This looked like 3 Eggers.
They shoot me, like he shot off the ground, and then
where did he shoot at the ground?
At the grass field. It was like a grass field. All I could see, I was looking down and shot. And the only thing I could think about was me getting shot. They were wrapped up, they were mashed up. I could only see their eyes, but I couldn't tell you. I remember what they looked like, but
Were they like COVID masked up, or were they
were
like robbery masked up?
They had like robbery, like make sure they don't see their face, gloves on. They were prepared for it. So they pull me out right here, and they all have guns, and 2 of them are going through the car, ransacking it.
Which 2 are going through your car?
The white occupant, the crazy guy was on. And this is where he's telling me like strip and like take your bracelet off.
And the white guy, they're the ones that are going through your car.
Yeah, they're going through my car. They're going through it like crazy. They're trying to look under the seat.
And they have gloves on.
And they do have gloves on. They were just so confused on what to tell me to do, and they were asking me where's my chain, and it was under my sweater.
What kind of chain was it?
It was a cross chain, and then I had a bracelet, but I had my bracelet over my like under my jacket, and they knew where that was. Like they're like, give me your bracelet, and I was like, I don't have one. And he was like, he pulls out my sleeve and he sees it, and he's all, stop playing with me, I'm gonna kill you.
So the chain crosses it.
Bro was kind of dumb. Like if they said give me your chain, if they knew I had a chain, bro, I'm taking that shit off. If they knew I had a bracelet, I'm taking that shit off, bro. I ain't arguing about nothing tangible in this world. If my life is on the line, bro, you can have that shit.
Silver or gold?
It's silver with diamonds.
So they say, give me your chain, and then they also say, give me your bracelet.
Yeah, and then they strip me down to like I'm naked like in the middle of the street, like I'm.
So they took your clothes?
Oh, they took my clothes off, and then they told me to put them back on. And then they ransacked my pocket, took my wallet. They searched through my whole trunk. They searched through the whole car, under the seat, back of the seat. They went through my car. I was there for a good minute outside. And then after that, they told me to get in the car, and they told me to call somebody in town to give them $1,000 or they'd kill me. And me thinking, well, who am I gonna go to for $1,000? And what they wanted, and so I told them to go to my brother's house, and that's why I felt most protected, and they have guns under their name. So that's why I felt most to take them. So now I'm in the passenger seat of the car. So the other guy gets in the back, he's like, it's too small, and he's saying it's too small, and that he's not fitting.
And this is the black guy or
the black occupant, he's in the back. He's getting mad at me because he's not fitting. He's all, how you pull up the seat? He's putting the gun in my head, pushing it in my head, just going crazy. And the crazy guy's still outside of my window with the Draco to my head. And he's all, we should just kill him. We should just kill him. We should just kill him. And I'm like thinking, oh shit. So I tell him how to move it up, and I'm telling him what I'm doing. I said, can I move and point at it? I'm explaining to him. I'm talking to him, and
Bro, like, what the fuck was they on though? Like, I'll kill you, get me $1,000, or I'm gonna kill you. That's like, bro, murder cheap as fuck nowadays.
he's just going off on, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. He's like, so show me where you live. Show me where you live. So he's driving all the way on the freeway. Gets on the freeway, and there's a gun to my head the whole time.
Two of the gunmen get into Nick's car with Nick at gunpoint, and they start to make their way via the highway to the house on Timothy Street, where Nick's brothers live. Following them is the third gunman and the girl in a silver car.
Okay, so I'm right here, and this guy right here has a gun in my head the whole way over there. He's pressing in my head. He's not paying attention. So I'm like, oh, I'm already dead because we're going 110 and we're on the freeway, and he's swerving, and the back tire is bad. So he's like, what's wrong with your car? What's wrong with your car? He's just going crazy, and he's like telling me about his life. He's like, I don't care. I don't have nothing to live for. I need money. He's all, I don't care what it takes. I don't care what it takes. He's just telling me, trying to put me in fear. And he got me in fear because they have guns in my head. I have no gun on me. I'm helpless.
Nick is scared beyond belief at this point. These deranged men with guns have been yelling at him and threatening him. His only hope are his two brothers. Hopefully they can come to his rescue and make this terrible nightmare end.
So I get to the house, and they pull up and they tell me to get my phone, which I didn't know my phone was, but it was under the seat, so I found it. I FaceTime my brother Jacob, and they tell me not to tell him anything. And I was just like, bring $1,000 out. And this is where I started. I was like, please bring $1,000 out. Please don't do nothing. They have two guns to my head. But I couldn't tell them that there was an occupant in the back. I couldn't be specific because he told me not to. So I said, they have two guns to my head, and my brother's like, okay. So we're waiting. He's all, call him again. So I'm calling my brother, but then my brother opens up the door, and my older brother that came out, and he comes out the house, and they're both with their guns out, and I'm crying, and I'm telling him, brother, don't do it. And the guy's pointing the gun at me, and he's screaming at me, Mom, you killed me. I'm going to shoot him. And I'm like, oh God, here I go. And I'm telling my brothers, I'm crying. I'm like, please don't do what you're about to do, because I know they're going to shoot. So he's telling me, I'm going to kill him. And my oldest brother, he just pulls out his gun. And as soon as he pulls out his gun, that guy starts firing. And it's just a whole shootout. And I'm looking at the other guy, and he's shooting the Drake car at my brother, and then the other guy's shooting at him, and then the other guy in the other car in the front was shooting too, also at him. And my brothers are shooting back, and then they take off. And I'm still in the car, like I was trying to get out. I was trying to budge the door open, but it was locked. I was so confused. I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to get out. And I unlock it, and we're coming around this corner right here, and we're coming. And he cocks his gun, but he's still shooting at the time. And he cocks it, and he gets like stuck, he gets jammed, and I'm listening to him, and I'm scared. I'm like, I'm gonna die, I'm done. And he cocks it, and it gets jammed, and that's what saved my whole life. And I open up the door, and I jump out, and he just starts shooting at me.
So he was gonna shoot you, but it
Yeah, it jammed. I could hear.
Yeah, for sure he was gonna shoot him, bro. Like, at that point, the failed robbery, he already shot a guy on the scene. Man, he lucky as fuck that gun jammed and he was able to get away.
It jammed. So that's what kind of saved my life, because he was already pointing it at me, but he cocks it. He's like trying to cock it, and by the time he could do that, I'm already jumping out the car, and he's going off, and he's shooting still. So I don't know if he was shooting at me, but what he was shooting at, but he was shooting still. It was still going round ball.
So he's still shooting when he's over here.
Yeah, it was either the black occupant or the white one. I'm not sure on that. I jumped out the car and didn't care. So I booked it down this road, and then I'm looking at them. They keep going. They're just wrecking. You can see them just wrecking the car as they're going.
Do you think bro really thought it was a black guy and a white guy, or do you think he tried not to act like he knew who it was? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It just don't seem like, I mean, they were masked up and shit, so he could just be guessing, but I don't know, bro. From the pictures we saw, they all three were Latino. And it was with a Latino setup chick. That seems like some Latino gang shit. That don't seem I don't know. It don't seem like a multicultural gang.
Going straight down this road. They went all the way down there, and then I ran back, and that's when I saw my brother laying there.
Nick tells a harrowing story of a date with a girl that goes horribly wrong, a robbery that turns into a kidnapping that turns into a murder, and it ends with his brother, Elias, dead on the ground.
He was very protective his whole life. He was a correctional officer for years.
He was 24-year-old Elias Otero, shot to death, police say, in his own driveway, trying to protect his younger brother.
They took everything from us. My youngest son was carjacked, and they wanted more than my car. They wanted his jewelry. They stripped him down. They took...
Barry, that's what I was saying, bro. In motherfucking New Mexico, it's wild, dog. Like, that shit is like the Florida of the West. I think a lot of people don't realize shit be popping the fuck off in New Mexico. If you watch true crime, you know. If you know, you know. But I think a lot of the bigger cities, like people from LA or New York, you know, they kind of sleep on New Mexico, but it goes down there too, bro. You gotta watch your back.
Took his credit cards, whatever money he had on him, but they wanted more money. It was very traumatic for all of us. It's something we're going to have to live with for the rest of our lives.
The main thing the police are investigating now is the identity of the 3 masked suspects. But one other thing, this girl that Nick met up with, Shorty Xana, if she was another victim of these 3 psychos, is she still alive? Detectives look at the texts back and forth between Nick and the girl. According to Nick, she deleted the Snapchat messages between the 2 of them, but she can't delete the communication on his cell phone. The last message she sent was at 2:31 a.m., just minutes after the shootout. It reads, "Are you okay? I ran. I'm still running. I don't know where to go." It's a 505 area code, so it's a local number. That's where police will start.
He lying. She knew he had his phone number. She knew, my bad. She knew that he had her phone number. And that was her way to try to set up a bullshit alibi.
They need to find out if she's still alive, or worse, was she an accomplice, working a honeypot confidence scam on Nick? When the detectives search for the 505 number, it comes back to the name Catalina Padilla. Catalina lives at the address 1708 Cardenas Drive. That's the address the girl gave Nick of where to pick her up before they went to the park. It's looking like Catalina might be their girl. Over the coming weeks,
that bitch dumb as fuck. Using her phone number. She don't even got like a text now app. She using her real phone number and giving her real address. She thought they was gonna kill bro for show.
Detectives dig into the social media accounts involved. They look at the Snapchat account Nick was messaging with, the one with the handle Shorty Xana. It's connected to 2 Facebook accounts, and Catalina is not connected to these accounts. These accounts are connected to another girl named Annabella Dukes. Both of the girls appear to be alive and well, so authorities are relieved about that. But neither of them has reported any robbery or kidnapping to the police, so the scenario that one of them is an accomplice seems like it might be more likely. In an effort to help focus the investigation, on April 2nd, investigators...
You think how she get that girl phone number though? It seemed like they was trying to frame that other girl. You know what I mean? It seemed like they were trying to make it seem like she was the setup girl, but it was really this other girl. It must have been her friend or something, because she knew her address and shit.
Bring Nick into the station and show him 2 different photo arrays. One includes Catalina and one includes Anna. Nick doesn't pick either one of them out of the group. Is it possible they got the wrong girls completely? It's frustrating for investigators because the records for these different social media accounts takes months to get, but eventually they do get those records, specifically for the Snapchat account with the handle Shorty Xana. Turns out that account is Annabella Duke's account. Anna is a 17-year-old high school student. She has a promising record as a student, but has been having some family problems recently. And what they find in her account is alarming. It takes them months to fully connect the dots, but they finally put their case together, and they present their findings to Elias Otero's parents.
So we have a ton of information on the case, but all kind of walk you through from, I guess, the call out. So everything that we learned on the call out, we were able to identify Shorty's son and the girl that was talking when.
I think the gun jammed, Corey. I think the gun jammed. Like he was like, the gun jammed and I got out the car. And then he was able to unjam it and was shooting at him while they were driving down the street. Yo, what up, April? Welcome to the chat.
Necklace. So what occurred was about 6-8 hours before the carjacking of him, the kidnapping, and then moving down to 4 Timothy and the homicide. They actually set up another guy that they did the exact same way as Nicholas. She actually talked to him about having sex and all this other stuff, and come to me up here and we're gonna go to the park. Well, the park was established because these other guys were there to do the same thing, to do a robbery. But what they wanted from him was the car. So they did the robbery and the carjacking of this kid. His name's Richie.
Yeah, bro. I think I've talked about this story before on stream. But I remember one time, me and the homies was on the strip in Vegas, and we was walking back to our car and shit. We was like probably like 19, 20, some shit like that, 21 maybe. And all of a sudden these chicks popped out of nowhere, bro. It was like, yo, hella flirty, like showing us they boobs and stuff, like telling us to come back with them to the car that they parked behind the building, like, and wanted us to walk down this alley. And it was like 5 of us, bro. And I remember a few of our homies was like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. But then my homie T, bro, and he was always the most street smart out of all of us. He was like, hey, yo, let's huddle up. And then we all huddled up, and he was like, look, I know we all do our thing and we all get chicks, but when has ever bitches just rolled up and started showing us titties, talking about I want a SOD and come to my car, yada, yada, yada. This a setup. And then we was like, oh. And we was like, for sure. Then we was like, yeah, no, we good. And then we just kept walking. Then we went to where we parked, which was behind the Casino Royale, I believe it used to be called. It might still be called that. And it used to be one of the few spots like to have easy ass parking on the strip. And so we went to our car. We all got in our car and drove off. Well, mind you, like 20 minutes later, we see them same 2 chicks with like 4 dudes in the car, because back then it used to be stop and go traffic on the strip every weekend. Like you could just look over and you just see in people's cars. Like it took a while to get off the strip, you know? And then we just saw them with like 4 dudes in the car. And then we was like, damn, like they probably had guns and shit. Like they probably was about to have us stripped down and shit, like they did old boy right there. But yeah, man, shout out T, bro. He saved our lives that night.
They took his car, and they then used that in the carjacking and robbery with Nicholas.
From the day before, that was his car.
So it's actually, yes, the day before, but literally like 6-8 hours is when she started communicating with him initially. So they specifically took that car to use in this homicide. So the downfall of Anna is Anna has done this multiple times. And I mean, that's just her thing. She sets up robberies. She does it with multiple different guys. And
it's not just him.
No, and it's not just the Southside Sentinels. So she has all these different guys. And she'll send out the picture that Nicholas had given me. It's this video of basically a girl on a lacy red top with woolly jeans, right? So she sends that same video picture out to every single guy. So she'll send it out to like 20 different dudes, and then she'll start getting it on people. And then she'll ask them like, hey, do you have cash? Hey, do you have guns? Hey, do you have this? Hey, do you have that?
The detective goes on to tell the family what else her Snapchat search revealed.
So what we did was I was able to get her Snapchat and go through, I mean, just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of Snapchat. So basically what we found from her Snapchat is that 1, her location's wrong, but 2, she talks about the homicide and she talks about the robberies.
Okay.
She talked about them with the Snapchat account that I was actually familiar with from Adrian Avila. They communicate about what's going to happen and how they're going to do it, and that they're going to use this vehicle that they had just taken from the carjack. So we finally get those records back. Not only does it give his information, but it gives his location. So we're able to put him at the scene of the first carjacking. We're able to put him at the scene of the second carjacking.
Using the cell phone tower records, police have also been able to see Anna's movements that morning of the murder, and what they find is cold-blooded.
So she actually was in the car and went down to 480 as well.
Nah, Evelyn, the dudes that they were in the car with were the dudes that was gonna rob us. Like, the chicks weren't gonna rob us. Those were the guys that they were setting dudes up for.
She didn't take off running like she told Nicholas, so she was in the Impala and actually went down to 480 and was at the house.
She was at the house while all this was going on.
In the other car.
She was in the other car. Wow.
Yeah, she was in the silver car.
She was in the silver car.
So, but she does identify Adrian as the shooter.
She said he's the shooter.
So, yeah.
Let's just get on this, but let's keep him in jail.
Yeah.
Authorities have a lot of evidence on Annabella, and now her accomplice, Adrian Avila. Seems like a done deal. They've got both of them dead to rights. But there is the subject of the two other gunmen. Police need to play their cards right so they can try and flip either Annabella or Adrian to give up their friends. Weeks later, police sit down with Annabella. They think they know what she's going to say, but what she ends up telling police is not at all what they were expecting.
So Anna, what I want to do is I just want to give you the floor. So I want you to tell me what you know of the case that kind of started at Alvarado Park, how you guys became in possession of the Impala, and then how everything else occurred after that, okay?
Anna goes through a brief rundown of how she and a friend ran into Adrian Avila and his friends at a party weeks prior. One thing led to another, and it was clear that Adrian and his friends were going to rob Anna's friend. When she caught wind of it, Anna says she informed her friend about it and basically helped him to avoid the whole ordeal. According to Anna, Adrian was livid about the whole thing. She says that he and his crew basically demanded Anna help them rob some other people to make up for it.
And that's when they kept making threats to me, saying that they were going to hurt my family or they were going to hurt me if I didn't set somebody up.
That's a lie. I feel like this is a lie. I don't believe her story.
For them. And so then they kept making the threats, and so then I told them if I got the pendant from Damien, which is what they wanted, if they could leave me alone. And they said that if I could get it from him, and Damien would hang out with me because he knew that they were trying to rob him because I told him. And so then he said the only way that they wouldn't hurt me was if I set two people up for them. So they had me do Richie for them, and when they set Richie up, they told me to get the gun from him, so I did. And I went behind a tree and I didn't want to look. I didn't see anything that had happened between them. I just started running, and then that's when they came and picked me up, and then they dropped me off at home. And I told them I was really scared because Richie knows the person that I was staying with. And then Adrian was like, we're still not good until you do a second person. And I was like, dude, I can't do that. Like, this is bad. And then he kept saying we wouldn't be on good terms. Like, he wouldn't leave me alone. And then that's when he told me to do somebody named Nick. He said that he knows that Nick was a plug, and Nick was texting me at the time. And so Nick had wanted to hang out with me, so I told Nick that we could hang out, and Adrian told me to do Alvarado Park because there wasn't cameras there. He said that he drove around. And so we went to Alvarado.
See, it seemed like Nick is holding information, bro. They knew he was selling cards or something. They knew he was getting money. And she was like, she know his name. And he was like, no, I didn't know her name. Like, I don't know if he thought she really wasn't in on it, or he just didn't want to snitch. But your brother done got shot at this point. Fuck the street code. Like, this shit done went way too far now. So I don't know. I don't know.
Out of park. That's Adrian told me to keep the doors unlocked because he said the first time I did it wrong, but this time I needed to keep the doors unlocked and to ask him if he has guns or jewelry. And so I did. I asked him if he had any guns, and he had already had the doors unlocked, so I asked him if he had any guns, and he said that he had a Draco in the trunk. So I texted Adrian, I said Draco in the trunk, and then that's when I went to get out of the car, and Adrian and Santos and Josiah ran up to the car, and they just started screaming, and so then I ran and
Okay, so Adrian, Santos, and Josiah, they're the ones that go.
They were the ones that did it.
Okay.
And then Josiah told me to get into the car that I think they had taken from Richie. He told me to get into that car. And so then I got into the car and I called my friend and I told her I was really scared. And then that's when Josiah got into the car and I was like, where are we going? And I seen Adrian and Santos get into the car with me, the red car. And I told him where we were going, and he said that we're going to Nick's house, that Nick said that he had a gun and money. And then I told them that they were stupid for that because nobody at 19 is just going to be home alone. And I asked them to take me home. I was like, please take me home, guys, please take me home.
Anna tells the investigators that she, Nick, and the 3 gunmen drove to Nick's brother's house. And that's when things got out of control.
Josiah sat there, and then I got into the back seat and I laid down flat because I didn't know what to expect. I was really scared, and then all I heard was screaming. And then I heard 2 or 3 gunshots from behind us, and then Josiah reached out and then shot 3 times.
Okay.
And then he drove off through the bridge, and then, well, he grabbed my phone because he needed to call Adrian's brother because his speaker didn't work. So he grabbed my phone and tried to call Adrian's brother, and that's when we went to Adrian's brother's house.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that stuff. That's crazy though. That's wild as fuck, April. I have heard of like them putting money on the ground around girls' cars and shit. And then when the girls go down to grab the money, they scoop them up.
And so then his brother got up and they made me go with them to pick Adrian and Santos up, and Adrian and Santos were in like a ditch a little far from where they crashed the car. And they got into the car and Adrian got in and he started punching himself in the head, and he was like, I shouldn't have done this to you, I didn't want you to be involved in this, now the cops are gonna come after you, you better not snitch. And then his brother started talking to his brother, was like, you can't be in this again, brother. And then he was like, if you snitch on that, it'll be done for you, like you'll never see a day. And I just started crying. I was like, I won't snitch, I won't snitch. And then after that we went back to Adrian's house, and his brother grabbed all the guns that they had and he put a tub full of bleach in it and Pine-Sol I think he had, and he grabbed a toothbrush and started scrubbing them.
Okay. So who was with Adrian?
It was Santos and Josiah.
Yeah, bro. Ain't no black kid, ain't no white kid. All these kids are Latino as fuck. So it seemed like the victim is just giving terrible info. It seemed like he know these people because they definitely know him. Ain't no way that they all know him, but he don't know them. You know?
Both times?
Yes.
Okay.
Anna's account of the 2 carjackings fits what the police already know, except with one major difference. She's saying that she is also a victim here, that they made her do it. Not only that, but they've been threatening her life ever since.
And what were the threats specifically?
Just that if I say anything that they'll kill me and that they'll kill my family.
Police now have confirmation of the names of the other 2 gunmen, Santos and Josiah. They also figure out that Anna was in fact living with Catalina at the Cardenas Drive house, and the 2 friends were sharing a cell phone at the time of the carjackings. So it stands to reason the 2 girls were
Damn, low key. This girl was letting her live with her, and she was low key setting her up in some shit she didn't even have nothing to do with, probably.
each considered a suspect. Anna is clearly playing the victim card, but that doesn't change what she did. Police charge her with first-degree murder, first-degree kidnapping, 2 counts of armed robbery, conspiracy to commit a felony, and tampering with evidence. She voluntarily gives herself up. Authorities then set their sights on locating and bringing in Santos and Josiah. Adrian Avila also gives himself up to the police, charged with the same litany of crimes that Anna faces. Initially, he pleads not guilty, but eventually, when other crimes are brought against him, he pleads guilty. He's sentenced to 29 years in prison. Ultimately, Anna pleads guilty to armed robbery with a firearm enhancement, conspiracy, and 2 other charges, with the murder and kidnapping charges being dropped. She's sentenced to 5 years behind bars and ordered to pay restitution.
Oh, what the fuck? Dude only got 29 years? She only got 5?
restitution to the victim's family.
This was a coordinated plan, and you used yourself as bait to lure a man for a robbery and to be killed. These are the plain facts of this case. You were involved in this homicide. It'd be remiss if I let you leave this courtroom without acknowledging those plain facts before me.
On that fateful morning, Nick was in real trouble, and the first person he thought of to help him out was his brother Elias. Elias was known in his family for always being a voice of reason and being protective of his little brothers. Elias got his brother Nick out of that scrape, but unfortunately paid for it with his life. In the wake of his death, Elias and Nick's mother, Alicia, co-founded an advocacy group of victims' families called the New Mexico Crusaders of Justice. Their mission is to dedicate their time and effort to changing laws and helping other families through heartbreak. What are your thoughts on this disturbing case? Do you think Anna was really the mastermind behind this crime? Do you think that she should have received a harsher sentence? If they hadn't gotten caught, do you think they would have done this again? Until next time, stay.
Well, what the fuck happened to Josiah and the other dude? We only got. Did I miss something? We only got Josiah and Bro, who did the 29 years. Did they say anything about the other two dudes?
Stay safe. Keep up with our channel.
Man, just stay out of the limelight. I think you got it right. A gun ain't an end-all be-all to everybody, bro. Because some people just don't got that killer instinct or don't got that radar and don't know when they're at a point of no return. Like, some people could get a gun, bro, and then they just gonna give the person a weapon to hurt them more. You know, so I think everyone has the right to own a gun, or I think everyone should have the right to own a gun if they want to. That doesn't mean everyone should own a gun. You know what I mean? Like, some people just gonna freeze up in that type of situation, and now you just gave the criminal a gun to hurt you with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could be the one that escalates the situation. Right, exact. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, April. Some people just are too nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not in them. Too good of people. Even if it is life or death. Our next case is gonna be mom realizes her 17-year-old son is a wanted killer. Beyond evil. Let's check it out.
What's that?
Let me see your hands right now. Get your hands up. Come on out.
We got contact inside. Contact inside.
Come on out to me right now. Put your hands up. Walk.
This is Pedro. Police have found him hiding inside of a closet. 4 days earlier, the cops found his friend Jacob.
Like, I've seen a video online not too long ago where this dude was arguing with this other dude out in front of a gas station or a grocery store or something. And then bro like showed him the gun, like, bro, you better back the fuck up or something. And then the dude stopped him and took the gun and was like, yeah, this my shit now. This my shit now. And then he was lucky bro didn't shoot him. Like, he just took his gun, like, this is my gun now. You know what I mean? And that was pretty much the end of the video. He was like, you lucky. But I was like, damn.
Dead behind the wheel of a crashed car. At first, they treated it like any other car accident, and then they saw his body. What happened to Jacob was no accident, and by the time police arrived, the killer was long gone. Police eventually created a list of just 5 people he was close to that they believed could be involved. One of them is Pedro. Despite hiding in his grandmother's closet, he swears he didn't do it.
Because I thought I had a warrant, bro.
Who cares? Then take care of it. Why hide? That makes it look worse, right?
To figure out which one of the 5 is lying about killing Jacob Becerra, the cops will have to go back to the night of the crash.
Oh, shit.
LCPD, ma'am, hi.
Hi. Why are you waking me? Come
on out. It's a little weird to me right now that, one, you forgot that this lady was in there. Is that your mom?
I don't know why.
It's the evening of August the 6th, 2020. An officer with the Las Cruces Police Department discovers a crashed 2018 brown.
Las Cruces, is this fucking is this New Mexico again, bro? I'm telling you, New Mexico is catching up to Florida, bro. Like, New Mexico, man, is just as crazy as Florida, man.
Kia Forte near East Farney Lane and West Park Drive. At first glance, it appears to be a simple traffic accident, but a closer look reveals something far more disturbing. When the first responders reach the driver's seat, they quickly realize this is no ordinary traffic collision. Behind the wheel is 18-year-old Jacob Daniel Becerra, who has suffered multiple gunshot wounds to the face and upper body. Jacob is pronounced dead at the
That shit sound painful, bro.
Scene, and what initially appeared to be a fatal crash quickly becomes a full-scale homicide investigation. Officers immediately secure the area and begin combing through the neighborhood, hoping to find a witness or maybe a surveillance camera that can tell them what happened to Jacob.
Just kind of feeling you guys.
Hey, yo, what up, Pelican? Welcome to the chat, my boy. Ohio, nah, man, I know Ohio, man, is crazy. Don't get me wrong, but as a person who does a daily show on true crime, I'm telling you, Florida and New Mexico not only have the craziest cases, but they have the most cases.
Guys in, there's a lot of us around here. We had a major incident at the park. So we're just closing down the park. I know you guys have people's vehicles, personnel vehicles here and stuff. By chance, do you guys have cameras or anything like that around here?
No, we don't. Those are the only cameras that are in right now.
The one for the
car wash. See them up there?
Oh yeah. Oh,
those
cool.
are only one.
Okay. Well, just so you know, we're gonna be here. Nope, you guys are good. Business is normal, but just so that way you know, major incident. We're gonna be asking everybody to leave if they're not working for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Detectives come up empty-handed, so they retrace the route Jacob likely drove. They go.
Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 12,000 subscribers. It really helps us out when everyone contributes by just hitting that little subscribe button. It's absolutely free. We do mostly true crime over here, but sometimes you'll see me gaming. Sometimes you'll see me talking about sports. I mean, we pretty much do whatever we want on the channel. But first and foremost, we do true crime every day. And then we have random videos outside of that sometimes as well.
Go door to door, asking neighbors if they have cameras facing towards the street. Any one of these porches or businesses could have captured the killer's face. Footage like that would solve the case in the blink of an eye.
Did you guys hear anything out of the ordinary? Are there cameras on the outside? I know there used to be, but
I'm not sure. I can ask the guards that are on duty.
do you mind? Yeah, we got an incident down here, so we're going to be shutting down the entire park on this end. How late are you guys going to be at the pool?
I'm out of here at 6. I believe they close at 6 as well.
Okay, so there'll be no guards or anything?
No.
Okay, but if you can just advise if you have cameras, great, and I'll let my detectives know, and then we'll get in touch with the RP and get the footage later.
Asking is because there was some younger gentleman that pulled up earlier asking if the pool was open.
Oh, was it?
And I told him.
Yeah, I completely doubt it's related to that, honestly, so.
Just making sure.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll go find out real quick.
Thank you.
Of course, it's never that easy. In fact, officers are struggling to find anything at all. But just as they think they're about to run out of leads, they receive a radio call. One officer has finally tracked down a witness. They're about to break the case wide open.
Also, units below for an Hispanic male, medium build, black hoodie and a black mask, break. Subject ran from the intersection where the incident occurred approximately 2 minutes after the time of event, last seen northbound on West Park.
For the first time, investigators now have a description of someone who may have been their suspect. Witnesses reported seeing a Hispanic male fleeing the scene moments after the shooting. That man is almost certainly the killer. So, because of the where and how of the shooting, detectives have reason to believe Jacob was with the shooter before the murder. Detectives pulled Jacob's phone and social media records. With this, they built a list of young men matching the suspect's description, guys who either recently talked to Jacob or ran in his circles. One of the first names on the list is his close friend, Pedro Andres.
What's his name, Sarge? Pedro Andres.
When police show up at what should be Pedro's residence, instead they meet Arturo, one of Pedro's closest friends.
How you doing today? You Art?
Arturo, yes, sir.
Arturo, awesome. Pedro here?
No, sir.
Anybody else?
2-5. Nah, just me and my nana.
Your nana?
Just you and your nana?
No. How old are you, man?
21.
21? Cool. Hey, dude, so we have a detective that would like for you to come down and talk to him, if you don't mind. We'll give you a ride and bring you right back, or you can take your own car. It's up to you.
I can't leave. It's just me and my grandma, and she can't stay by herself.
What's your name, bro?
Arturo.
Arturo.
Miramontes.
Miramontes?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have the detective come here right now. Is that okay if he comes talk to you up here then?
Sure.
Cool. So, and no one else inside though? You said just your grandma, your nana, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
And that's it? Where's Pedro?
I have no idea.
Does he live here?
No. He's just kicking it here for a bit, and then...
When's the last time you saw him, man?
Like, yesterday, I think. Day first.
You drive?
Do I drive?
What does he drive?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
A truck, like an SUV.
Is he at work?
Does he work?
Is he at work?
I don't know, honestly.
You got a number for him? A good number by chance?
I don't have.
So he just shows up here at your house, knocks on the door, and you let him in?
I have it on, like, Messenger.
Gotcha.
So my phone doesn't work, you feel me?
Gotcha. That makes sense, man. So.
This guy your friend or what?
Yeah, his mom.
So he comes here every day to stay, sleep?
Sometimes. Yeah, daily.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
What kind of friend doesn't have his friend's phone number? Officers aren't buying it, so they decide to take a closer look inside.
Just hold him on, Nate.
Oh, shit.
LCPD, ma'am, hi.
Hi. Whoa,
Sorry.
my God.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry to wake you.
It's okay. Why are you waking me? I'm all shit.
Come on out. Everything's okay right now? Are you in here alone by yourself?
Yeah. Nobody with me.
Pedro's not in here?
No, sir.
Can he come out here?
Yeah. I don't know.
Hi. Sorry to wake you.
Yeah, bro's hiding in his fucking house. I promise you. This is the closet they find him in from when they gave us the intro of the video or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, that scared me.
We're looking for Pedro. They want to talk to him too.
What's going on?
we'll let him explain it to you.
The detective will explain it to him.
Are you okay, Mom? I'm fine. Okay, because they scared me.
I didn't mean to. I was kind of hoping you'd hear me. That's why I flashed the light. I don't want to go shaky. So.
Once officers spot Pedro's silver Dodge Durango parked out.
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're new to the stream, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 12,000 subscribers. Appreciate the chat being so active tonight.
Outside, they know something isn't adding up. If he really hasn't been home for more than a day, why is his vehicle still there? Someone in the house is not telling the truth.
Right, so you said he left earlier in another SUV? Whose car is that?
Hey, man. Like, it's a little weird to me right now that, one, you forgot that this lady was in there. Is that your mom?
No, that's my tia.
Forget your tia. And then it's really weird that Pedro left his wallet here.
No shit.
And his backpack. Yeah, no shit, is right.
Arturo failed to mention his aunt in the house. If he's left out something that simple, what else isn't he telling them?
Bro, that's dumb. You low-key could have got your aunt shot or something by accident. Like, you got to realize these cops be on edge, bro. Sometimes they be hella trigger happy. You lucky these were calm cops. You might not get a good cop all the time. Just as many good cops as there's just as many bad cops. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So that's why I'll be tough on the police, but I'm definitely not anti-police. But this dude's an idiot. He put his whole family in danger. One, he let the cops go up in his house. Two, he didn't advise the police who was actually in the fucking house.
So,
Is he inside now?
man, I mean, you can stop playing games with this dude. Like, I'm.
Is he here? Where's he at?
He's mine.
Which room?
This one right here?
This one?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Hey, Pedro, I'm gonna send a canine dog in here. If he finds you, he's gonna bite it out of you.
748-551. I don't think he is. They just want to talk to him.
Pedro, I'm not kidding, dude. You need to come out right now, dude. Double check me, Juanito. Check in. I mean, let me check underneath the bed. I checked in there pretty. I just did quick peeks. I don't want to search through anything. What's that?
Let me see your hands right now. Get your hands up. Come on out.
We got contact inside. Contact inside.
Come on out to me right now. Put your hands up. Walk.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Don't you know? Did I do anything wrong?
Why are you
You
hiding?
didn't do anything wrong. Why are you fucking hiding?
Don't.
Because I was yelling, or did you guys keep up?
Walk out.
Can I get my phone?
No.
Really?
Walk.
I can't. Bro.
Do not.
Officers find Pedro hiding in his grandmother's closet.
His tia and his grandma is old as hell. They probably scared of these young men at this point. You know, like they just ignore all the bad shit they do because they don't even want to confront them on that shit. People be victims and prisoners in their own house from their own family. Like that shit is sad.
The last thing that an innocent person would do, or at least that's what the officers think.
You better hope so now, because you want to play these games with us.
What games, bro? I'm not playing no games.
You should have just came out, man.
Bro, I was yelling earlier and you guys pulled up. Like, you weren't yelling nothing. I love you, brother. Call my family. I love and my brother. Call my brother, Kitty, please, bro. I know he's going through it, dog. Please, bro.
You know what's up, then. The way you're acting, the way you know what's up. Yeah.
Bro, my brother has leukemia. He just got
That has
leukemia, bro.
Okay, you should have came out. You were talking. You know what I've been doing right now.
I told you that motherfucker was hiding in that house, though.
Gotta hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up.
Detective Fade always be on it, bro. Detective Fade behind the desk. I be knowing, bro.
You be sitting on the couch.
I thought I had a warrant, bro.
Well, you're about to find out right now.
Take care of it. Why hide? That makes it look worse, right?
Bro, we got a detective coming up here to talk to you guys.
He has a whole leukemia case, bro. Like, I can't
you know
go
what?
to jail
Listen. I understand that, and I'm sorry for that.
Even
okay,
for warrants, bro,
but
like,
you lying. Okay, have a seat. Nobody said you're going to jail right now, but because you're hiding from us.
It's because I have a warrant, I think, bro.
Okay,
like, that's
well then we can.
the only
Listen,
reason, bro.
we can figure that out. We have a detective coming up to talk to you and your buddy over here. For an investigation. That's all we were up here for. I don't care about a warrant right now, bro.
I thought you guys were caught because I was just like on the phone with my mom and I was just like hurt, bro, because my brother just like.
Okay.
Pedro insists that he hid because he believed the officers were coming to arrest him on an unrelated warrant. It's a genuinely likely story, but police can't tell whether or not Pedro's telling the truth. They take him down to the station for further questioning. David Gomez is next on the list. When the cops arrive at his house, though, they realize this wasn't going to be easy. They can tell he's inside, but that he's not coming out.
Where's the music's coming from this one right here, right? Yeah, the dogs are inside here. What's this guy's name?
David Gomez.
David Gomez? Well, the music went off. The music's off now. Oh, it's back on. We just need if they can come outside and talk to us if you make 25.
I bet you make 25 means make contact. That from the context.
Well, I mean, somebody's in this one. Could be that he's in this one too.
Gotta be him. He's in the back room.
Yeah.
Officers can hear music playing from inside the house, and that's enough to make them believe that someone is still inside. If someone is hiding, they won't stay hidden for long.
Do we run that plate? Oh, there. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Are you David?
Yeah. Hey, bro. I need you to come with us to the station.
Why? What happened? Listen, we have a detective waiting to talk to you, bro.
About what?
They'll let you know what's going on, bro. You need to come with us right now. Is there anybody else inside?
No, I just leave.
Okay. You need a shirt or something?
I can't see. I'm legally blind.
Okay, well, we'll bring you back, bro. But you need to come with us. Hey, we're gonna go in with you to get a shirt, bro. Okay? Okay, then let's go right now. We'll come back. We'll bring you back.
My sister know.
We'll call her. You know her number? We'll call her for you. Go ahead and call her, bro.
Actually, if you want, you could tell her to meet you down at the station. That way she can pick you up afterwards.
Yeah,
Just call. Yeah.
671.
Yeah, happy early birthday, ladies. I know you got them September birthdays.
Hi.
Are you clear?
Yes.
David needs to come with us to the station. He needs to just talk to one of the detectives there that needs to speak with him. Okay. If you're available. Hi.
Go inside.
Maybe you can go and pick him up here in a while.
Okay.
It won't. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long.
The station where?
The main police station.
Right there by the library.
Yeah, the one by the library.
Yeah,
if you could do that for us, please.
Okay. Let me see. At 1, my son has a meeting with his teacher, so after that, I'll be going.
Okay, this might be real quick.
I did not realize it was that hot in Oklahoma, man.
Do you have a shirt?
Within 30 minutes.
Okay.
Do you have a t-shirt we can get him? Or do you have something we could use here?
Oh, he can't go in his house?
Not right now.
Okay. Let me see what I have.
David is legally blind, having lost vision in one eye completely. The detectives don't place him under arrest, but do.
I thought he was bullshitting. I didn't think he was really blind like that, but I guess he was. I thought he just came with some bullshit.
Still consider him a suspect. For now, they don't allow him back into his house. It is standard procedure to preserve any potential evidence.
You just got out of prison last year?
Yeah.
What were you in for?
I was in there for possession.
Possession?
But I violated my probation. I was like 2 months at the door, and then I violated, and they gave me 4 years.
4 years?
And I did 2.5.
2.5. But you killed your number already, right? Yeah. You're done. You're done in like last September you finished?
I finals and everything.
Good, man. You're not on that shit? You're still off of it?
Yeah, I just smoked. I have my medical card though.
Right, I'll go turn on the air conditioner for you.
David isn't a stranger to law enforcement. In fact, he had previously served 2.5 years on a drug-related conviction. Of course, that history does not make him guilty of any recent crime, but it does mean detectives aren't going to mess around. Despite everything unfolding around him, David insists he has no idea why detectives have come to his door.
Do you have any idea what this is about?
No, 98 in the county.
What's that? I can't hear you.
That's what I was asking you, because I got no clue at all.
Anything happened recently that involves you, or?
No, I don't know, because all I do is hang out at my house. I don't, you know?
Detectives would later interview David at CID, where they ultimately rule him out as a suspect. Meanwhile, other officers are pursuing a different line entirely. No one was closer to Jacob than his best friend. If anyone knew what was really going on in the days leading up to Jacob's murder, it would be him.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
You want to take a ride?
Yes, sir.
All right. Shit's getting crazy out here, huh, bro?
Yes, sir.
Take care of yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I'm actually moving.
Yeah, bro. Just you know all these clowns and.
It's crazy because I think they're tough with the gun.
What's that, brother?
It's crazy because everyone here thinks they're tough because they have a gun in their hand.
I know, man. But like, so what happened to the days, bro? If you got a problem, just duke it out, you know?
Exactly. Like you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Like
Bro, gas was $2 there in 2020. We had it so good during COVID, bro. I miss COVID, dog. COVID was lit.
I couldn't live with myself knowing I just killed somebody, like.
Exactly, like for no reason at all. My life wasn't threatened or nothing.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know.
That's just like, it's The one from yesterday that we're talking about, bro, fucking bothers me.
Gas like $5.50 a gallon where I live now, bro. That shit is crazy.
Cause my son's the exact same age as Jacob is, man.
Yeah, Jacob was like one of my best friends, man.
Yeah.
He was a cool dude, really cool dude.
The conversation starts off light, almost like two people catching up. It turns out he was actually wearing an ankle monitor from another case. This immediately rules him out of the suspect list, but that doesn't mean he's got nothing to offer. One detail he's about to give up changes the direction of the whole case.
It's horrible, man. Like, I feel for his parents and shit, man, you know?
Crazy because he told his mother, the last conversation that he had was that he was going to my house.
Right.
And I'm like, I haven't talked to him in like a while. And the detectives were like, yeah, we looked at your guys' thing and you guys didn't really have any communications within the past few days. So we just want to get to the bottom of it so we can bring him out closure. And I was like, yes, I believe it now. If I get any information, I'll call you. If I heard anything, I called you.
Good, man. Good for you, bro.
Apparently, on the night of the shooting, Jacob told his mother he was heading to his best friend's house. By now, his friend says they haven't spoken in days. Thankfully, detectives are able to extract one of his phone records which backs up his story. This is a major breakthrough as it points to something sinister. Whatever Jacob was up to that night, he had kept it secret from his mother, and detectives still can't say why. This brings all the detectives back to the real question. If it wasn't his best friend waiting for Jacob.
Bro, for real, bro. The COVID years, I mean, I feel sorry for anybody who got harmed or lost their life to COVID because that shit was a real ass disease. I don't know what the fuck that was. I had COVID for like 2 weeks and then I couldn't smell or taste food for like 2 months. I had to take mushrooms to get my senses back. Like I took mushrooms one night and I don't really do mushrooms or psychedelics like that, but I was desperate to be able to smell and taste food again. So I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm just finna do some shrooms because shrooms taste like shit and I can't taste anyway. So fuck it. And then once I woke up, I had my senses back. Like I had my sinuses back and shit or whatever they're called. But like the time era, bro, that shit was goated. Like we got mad unemployment. I had got so much money from unemployment. I felt like I was scamming and I didn't have to scam. Like I was literally one of the first people who was scared of COVID. When that shit came on the news, I started coming to work. I worked at this place called Batteries Plus Bulbs as an iPhone tech. Like I fixed iPhones and watches and shit. And every day, once that shit came out, I started wearing a fucking t-shirt around my face. This was before everybody was wearing masks and shit like that. That was before it was like you had to. This was like in February or some shit like that, like early in the year. And then I was going to the bathroom and I was watching CNN on my phone about COVID. And then they were like, anybody who gets laid off due to COVID is going to get their normal unemployment plus an extra $700 a week. I was like, I did the math. I was like, bro, that's more than I make right now. And I went to the owner of the company. I was like, bro, you know how you keep telling me I can't wear a face mask and shit because it's scaring the public? Like I look like I'm a robber or something. Well, I don't feel safe at work, bro. You already told me that you would lay me off last week when you told me to stop wearing my mask, but I didn't stop wearing my mask. Does that offer still stand on the table? He was like, yeah, you could come back once things calm down. I was like, for sure. And then I just took that, bro. I went home. I told my wife at the time, she was like, fuck it. And then and she was just like, that works out, whatever. And then I remember just chilling with my kids all day, playing games all day. I was like super into Grand Theft Auto RP. Like everywhere I went, it was never no long lines, bro. Like there was never no traffic. And this is in Las Vegas, so there used to always be traffic. But during COVID, the streets was empty, dog. Like, I just miss that era, bro. I miss that era. I really do. Shit was cheap, bro. and we had all this extra money, like they hadn't jacked up the prices yet. Man.
Who was it? Pedro's warrant story actually checks out, so it couldn't have been him. There are only 2 names left on the list, and Jesus Franco is next. When the officers pull up his address, something feels off. They can't even agree on who they're looking for.
Welcome to the ghetto.
You know what's crazy, Aziz? I got a funny story about that shit. I was like this close to taking the COVID vaccine. I was like, I never took the vaccine, but I was gonna take it. I didn't think it was nothing bad at first. Low key, I trusted it at first. And then there was a commercial on TV where they was like, get the COVID vaccine and we'll give you $20 or we'll give you $50 or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck? They gonna give me money to take the COVID vaccine? I was like, hell no, that shit is foul. That shit is bad. And then a few weeks later, they were like, well, it doesn't really like make you immune to COVID. It just makes the symptoms like less aggressive or some bullshit. And then I remember I looked at my dad, I said, that's not a vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Like, I have all my vaccines. My children have all their vaccine shots. Not the COVID shot, but the normal vaccines like polio, chickenpox, hepatitis, all that type of shit. Where the vaccine actually makes it so you can't get that virus. You know, it actually makes you immune to that shit. Once they said that doesn't make you immune to the shit, and they was offering you money to take this shit, I knew. I was like, oh, that's some bullshit, bro. That's a weak ass flu shot. Like, I would, at best case scenario, that's a flu shot. And I've never taken the flu shot in my life. So I wasn't fucking with none of that shit after that, bro. I remember I almost broke down one time because I wanted to go to this concert and you needed a vaccine shot to go to the concert. So I went into Walgreens just to see what they was talking about. And I remember I asked the dude, I was like, can I get the vaccine? He was like, yeah. And then he was like, fill out your vaccine card. And he gave me the card. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck that. I'm leaving. I already got the card. I'm just gonna fill this out and leave. And I got the card and I left and I went to the concert, bro. It was good.
Hey, Manny.
What's his name?
Luis. Is she sure she's not here? You sure he's not here?
No, you can come in and see.
Okay, let me. Are you mom?
No, I'm his sister.
You're a sister?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Marissa.
Marissa.
Apparently, they have just missed him. Marissa tells them that he left just 10 minutes ago. But after the little fiasco with Pedro, they're not going to take her word for it.
And it's just
in the States or where I live, it was a little white card. It just was a little white card that you wrote your name on with the pen. And then it was just like you checked it. Like, I got the vaccine. Like, that was it. I was like, dang, bro, you gave me the card before you gave me the shot? Peace. Like that was your bad. Like,
if she's okay with us, just checking, making sure he's not here.
Well, she doesn't live here, I don't think. Do you?
No, this is where my mom and him live. I'm here from out of town.
Oh, you're from where again? Colorado? Oh, okay. And are you okay just us looking, just make sure he's not here?
Yeah, you're
we're not going to search nothing.
Okay.
We just want to make sure
That's
he's not
fine.
here, that's all. What part of Colorado are you from?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, what the hell are you doing down here, man? It's too hot.
nah, you didn't need it to work here in the States. Some jobs said you did, but if you said it was like against your religion and shit like that, like there was ways around it. Like I never got that shit. And if you didn't have a job, you didn't have to be vaccinated at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, in the States, that's why I say, bro, like I know every country is like getting crazy right now, like in terms of taking our freedoms away. But somehow, even under all this surveillance and shit like that we are in America, I still believe we're the freest country in the world. Like I really do. Like, just because you disagree with your politicians, no police are going to show up at your house as long as you're not threatening people. You know what I mean? Nobody that I know of got arrested for any like COVID shot violations or shit like that. Like, I don't know, bro. I know the world gets worse every day, but I still think we got the most freedom here in the States.
It's empty. Turns out Marissa was telling the truth. Cops are able to catch up with Franco not very long after. It turns out he was at a probation appointment at the time of the murder, so he is ruled out. That leaves just one name on the list, 17-year-old Jeremiah Peña Nieto. Not only is he now the police's only suspect, but they've also just got back the one thing they had been waiting for since the first night, the full results of Jacob's phone search.
All right, it's a little bit cramped right here. Do you have anything sharp or illegal on your person? Don't reach in your pockets. I'm gonna just pat you down real quick. Put your hands together. Put them like you're praying. There you go. Spread your feet for me.
Yeah, they're not allowed to look at your medical history either. You know what I mean? I mean, it could be as simple as something like me, my family, we go to an Orthodox church, like an Orthodox Christian church. And it could be something as simple as I just talked to the father or the priest. And luckily at the time, my priest, he was telling people not to get the shot. My parents got the shot, and I don't know, my dad's had like vertigo or some shit since then. He's never connected the two dots. But looking back, like a lot of his heart issues and vertigo and shit started happening after he got the vaccines. But he believed in that shit, so maybe he could never connect those dots. But talking about it right now, that might be what was fucking him up.
Spread your feet.
Like one of my best homies, bro, one of my best homies, this motherfucker's grandparent got the shot and then died like 2 days later. We was like, what the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna just have you sit back here. They want us to take you to the down to the station. All right.
Jeremiah is picked up and driven to the station, where investigators prepare to cross-reference his DNA with what was found in Jacob's car. It doesn't matter how careful the killer tries to be, they always leave something behind at the crime scene. But it's the phone search that does the real damage. The night of the shooting, Jacob had been arranging a meetup with Jeremiah. The data places Jeremiah's phone inside the Kia Forte at the exact time and location that the car crashed and the fatal shot was fired. He may have been the only other person in that car. Detectives seize Jeremiah's phone under a warrant and comb through his social media, where they find multiple recent...
Hey, fool, if you are new to the channel, that shit happens all the time, bro. That shit, we be going off on tangents in this chat, bro. That's why I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And that's what really protects the channel, because it just proves that people don't come here to watch other people's content. They come here to interact with the stream or talk about the case or a subject that comes up during the case. But just the time frame of this case was in 2020, and then gas was like $2 a gallon. And then that kind of set me off on a tangent.
Images of him posing with guns. Investigators now have a prime suspect, but they still need the physical evidence to tie him to the murder. That leads detectives back to Jeremiah's home, where they conduct a search warrant. They look for the murder weapon, the clothing he had been wearing, and any other evidence that could strengthen the case against him.
The one on the left. All right, so we're gonna take some photographs of it real quick, and then see if you can.
Hey, what was H1N1? Like, I was like 22 around that time, I would say. So I don't remember really being afraid of H1N1. Was that the swine flu? I think one of my homies' dad like died from the swine flu. Like he went to the hospital because he had a cough, and then next thing you know, he was dead.
Just show us where, and then we'll let you put on your black shoes, because we're gonna take these white ones and your other white ones. Okay.
The clothes appear to have been recently washed. Detectives think this might have been an attempt to get rid of evidence. Among the recovered clothing is a black hoodie, matching the one witnesses reported seeing on the Hispanic man fleeing the scene, also wearing a pair of white shoes. Detectives have
Bird flu, my bad, bird flu. Yeah, that shit's crazy. No, yeah, I only believe in vaccines that have been proven. You know, like the vaccine for polio, don't nobody got polio no more. The vaccine for tuberculosis is only happening like in third world countries. You know what I mean? Chicken pox. Motherfuckers don't get chicken pox no more. Like, these are real vaccines. They exterminate the fucking virus. But you're not gonna give me a flu shot and tell me that's a vaccine, bro. You're not gonna do that. Like, I'm not signing up for that one.
now finally recovered some serious, crucial evidence. It's time to take the case to trial, but Jeremiah has one final request, one that will prove even more telling than the evidence itself.
Not in the States, bro. Tuberculosis is a terrible disease, bro. I don't think like there's hardly any tuberculosis tests here in the States. I mean, tests. They still test for it, but cases. I'll chat GPT it.
What happened? What happened? I told you. I don't know what's pointing at me, Mom. He pointed at me, Mom. I don't know why, like the mind is gone.
Yeah, there's only about 8 to 11,000 TB cases per year. What is it, like 200 million people in America? That's very limited. And most TB cases occur with people who were infected previously, often before coming to the US or on vacation outside of the United States.
It'll be okay. You gotta be strong, okay? Okay? I love you.
Jeremiah is taken back to the police station then and there. It will be nearly 4 years before he is tried on his charges. Delays caused Jeremiah Peña Nieto's first trial to begin in May of 2022, and it collapses just 3 days later. Jurors are told of Jacob's toxicology report showing meth and marijuana in his system, but the report had never been given to the defense or entered into evidence. Prosecutors say the police never sent them. The judge declares a mistrial, and he's allowed to walk free on a $20,000 bond until his next trial in April of 2024. This time, the jury clears him of first-degree murder and convicts him of second-degree murder, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and 1 count of conspiracy to tamper. The police's final statement is that Jacob and Jeremiah had gotten into an argument that ended with Jeremiah pulling a gun inside the moving car. That's it. That's all it took to take this 18.
Told you, bro. He shot him while they were driving, and when they crashed, he fled. I said that. I said it seems like somebody shot him inside the car, bro. Like was in the car with him. So you gotta
hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I hype me up.
18-year-old boy's life. What sparked the argument inside the car has never been revealed, so we'll probably never know why Jeremiah turned on Jacob. What he does do is apologize repeatedly, calling his own actions evil. Judge Conrad Perea eventually sentences him to the maximum possible sentence, 22 years and 6 months. He said it broke his heart to do it. In June of 2024, Jeremiah began serving his sentence. We would like to extend our sincere...
Like I said, whenever somebody... It sucks that they couldn't get the murder one, because bro was only 20 something years old, maybe younger, like in his early 20s. So even if he do the full 20, 22 years, he only gonna be about 40 years old when he get out. He can still live a full life, you know. He can still do everything that this kid won't be able to do. That's fucked up.
Condolences to the friends and family of Jacob Daniel Becerra.
R.I.P. Jacob, man, for real, for real. But man, that's gonna be it for tonight's stream, man. I appreciate all you guys. I love each and every one of you, man. Thanks for showing up today. Shout out to all my motherfucking members, man. Appreciate the membership squad. Y'all make all the difference in the stream. Shout out to Rebecca for sending in that super chat, man. Appreciate the love. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. And for that, I appreciate you. Peace and love. Cue the outro.
In the art of punches, when you could throw two punches that sound like one, you could throw punches, you can hear them. They were two, but they sound like fucking one punch. They don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. You do two punches that sound like one.